Ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas! Welcome to the MrMaple Show. I'm your guest host, Santa Claus. And with my very, very special friend from all the way from the North Pole, we have Panda Claus. Hey, Panda Claus. Long time no see, man.
It is so good to see you.
Ah, yes. You're looking very festive today. Guys, we have a very, very special top 5 straight from the North Pole for you guys today. Don't we, Panda Claus?
We sure do.
All right. Well, let's get into it. First off, we have...
My number 5. Noel!
Oh, it's a pomade of Noel. This is one of my favorites from my friend John O'Brien. He's a very awesome guy. He loves the Christmas spirit. He named this one not after the song, but after his wonderful dog, which I'm sure is running around the North Pole right now. Guys, Noel is an awesome spring color variegated plant. What do you think, Panda Claus?
Oh, Noel is one of my favorites.
Yeah, what do you like about it, Panda Claus?
I just love its spring flush with all those colors.
Yes, a beautiful pink and green variegated plant. I mean, this thing also, don't sleep on it during the fall time. But I mean, John O'Brien, a great introduction from him. I mean, this thing is going to get some wonderful red and oranges in the fall time. And it's going to be fairly vigorous as well. Guys, this is going to be an awesome one for your landscape, as it's going to get 10 to 12 feet in 15 years. Now remember, if you want the best sort of variegation on this one, make sure to trim it during the winter time, so you can really pick up those wonderful variegated flushes. Now, Panda Claus, I know you love this plant. What about you bring us the next one?
My number 2, Crimson Carol.
Oh, we love Crimson Carol. This is an awesome introduction from Talon Buckholz, a red, heavily Matsumeri style tree. Awesome red colors in the springtime, and as fall comes, you're going to get some brightened up red to orange colors. Now those Matsumeris are very cool. They have a nice dissected leaf on them. What do you think, Panda Claus?
Well, I love Crimson Carol because it leaves out in the early spring with a bright red, heavily divided leaf over bright green stemming. And they get to be 8 foot in height and 6 foot wide.
Holy cow, what an amazing tree. Now, Matsumeri styles, I just love how dissected they are. I mean, they provide a very nice contrast to some of your regular palmatum leaves, and they're really going to look a little funky.
And my number 3, one of my favorites, Little Elf.
Oh, yes. Acer tataricum little elf. I mean, this species is very rare. This is one of the first introductions I've ever heard of this species. An introduction by Talon Buckholz. I mean, I feel like we're always talking about that guy. He has some great trees. And this one is no exception. This is going to be an amazing, tiny little dwarf tree that's going to be an awesome green color. It's got some really interesting morphology on those leaves. And I mean, you're really going to get one of those trees for the rare maple garden. And I mean, look how tight and dense those buds are. Amazing. Now, Talon Buckholz, he helps me get a couple of the elves in the North Pole. But we have a couple of little elves running around in my garden, if you know what I mean.
And my number 2, Green Snowflake.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Green Snowflake, an amazing selection. Now this one is going to be a nice weeping variety with a very amazing lace leaf. And I mean, look at that structure of that thing. And that thing is out there, man.
Green Snowflake is such a fascinating tree. It's a full moon maple with deeply divided leaves. It's slow growing, and it's a lace leaf, so it will look really awesome in your garden, reaching about 3 to 4 feet in width and 4 to 5 foot in height in 10 years. But remember, give green snowflake protection from the hot afternoon sun.
That's right, Panda Claus. Isn't this thing gonna be a drama in the garden whenever fall time rolls around?
Oh yeah, it being a full moon maple, those colors are gonna be amazing. Oh.
Yes. I mean, it looks like the Aurora Borealis out there in the garden.
And my number 1 is celebration.
Oh. I love Asa Palmettum Celebration. I mean, that's what Christmas is all about, celebrating. And there wouldn't be anyone I would rather celebrate Christmas with than Panda Claus. Well, maybe Mrs. Claus.
I love celebration because it leaves out as a vibrant pink-purple, reticulated ghost-like variegation. In the south, by early summer, this variegation turns creamy with dark, defined reticulated veins in the leaf. The new growth returns to vibrant pink purples. Fall colors is an intense fuchsia red. We expect celebration to reach 10 foot in 10 years.
Wow, Panda Claus, you know a lot. This one is an amazing reticulated variety from Talon Buckholz as well. And I love those reticulations. Man, Christmas is an amazing time to celebrate, and that's why it's my number 1 for Christmas time. And I mean, the colors on this thing, you know I love my red. So, Asa Palmettum Celebration has got to be my number 1. Now, Panda Claus, where the heck are we, man?
We're at MrMaple.
Well, I thought you said we was going to Minneapolis, man.
No, MrMaple.
Well, we better hurry up and get back to the North Pole, man. I think we've been at MrMaple long enough now.
Well, just remember, all you good maple collectors, Panda Claus is always watching, so you better be good.
Yeah, maybe some of those samaros you planted will be some amazing, awesome introductions.
That's right.
Now, remember to be a good little collector, and you too can have some of these amazing maple trees. Now, I've got to get back to the North Pole.